So I thought it would be the best way for, you to understand and for your viewers to understand if I do a little demo. So I'll do a little session with you. And then we'll see, maybe we'll, go into some of the mind-body pieces as well. So I'll just really quick intro on what we're going to be doing. So the premise being your body heals itself. So you are a system of energy. You're an electrical circuit. Your brain is creating electrical frequencies, as is your heart. And this system of energy is made up of all of the different pieces of you. So all your organs, your endocrines, your body parts, every cell. It's almost like you're living with this whole city, this community, like all these people in your body. And they all have their own little kind of personalities. And so whenever there is a community, sometimes communication gets a little fuzzy. Whenever there's a group of people, often someone has a falling out with somebody. And it's usually just something lost in communication. So if your body is designed to heal and that healing process takes place within this kind of network of information, then if you have a symptom, if you have something that's stressing you out or a pain, it's not so much that there's a problem in one of your, organs, endocrines, body parts, but more that, okay, there must be somewhere within this community, or, another way of looking at it is like within the, I call it the internet of you, like all of the different pieces kind of logging on to this bigger wisdom where the energy isn't flowing, where the communication isn't flowing, where the internet isn't working. And so what we can do is I can actually kind of tune in to that wisdom within your body and ask it where in that network is ready to improve. Okay. So it's, and just that slight wording of what's ready to improve is very, very drastically different from where are your problems and what's wrong with you and what was some terrible thing that happened to you.
Right.
And it's very small and yet very big in, how your body is able to receive that. Because there's so many people looking for problems and it's not where the answers are. So what we're going to do is I'm going to gently kind of pull on your wrist to, so yeah, you can just relax your pretty rings.
Thank you.
So basically your body can now kind of communicate. So it's going to give me a no or a yes. So then I'm going to be asking, okay, where are the areas in your body that are ready to improve their communication? And it's kind of like I'm playing 20 questions. Have you played 20 questions?
No.
Where it's like somebody thinks of something and then you ask, like, they can only answer you yes or no.
Okay.
And they're like, is it something in this room? Okay. Is it
all right
on the floor? Is it on the ceiling?
So I'm supposed to answer you.
So you don't need to answer me.
No.
Your body is going to answer me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up is something called emotional release. So when we experience emotion, often, for whatever reason, we don't fully process it. So maybe there's too much, or we don't feel safe to process it, to feel it, and it can get stored in the body. So when this comes up, it's that there's some that's ready to leave. So we don't need to know all about it. We don't need to go in the story of it. We just need to say, okay, body or brain, I'm going to be tapping you on the head in a moment to say, okay, brain, go look here. You see this dirty laundry? Like, clean it out. Or like, go see the emotion. And it's like, oh, now I see it. Now I can get rid of it. So what's coming up is some worry in the adrenals. So worry, like excessive thinking. You know, when we think so much, it becomes like worry, worry, worry. So we've got some of that stored in the adrenals. The adrenals sit right above the kidneys.
Okay.
And they're to do they produce adrenaline, so they're very much to do with the fight or flight response. So your body's just saying, okay, let's clean out any worry in the adrenals. And there's another piece to this. It's linking to your knees.
Oh.
And there's something to do with your knees. Okay, so I've kind of got a little phrase in the knees that's saying the instability is what's fun.
I've heard that before.
Okay, yeah, so it's almost like the knees are thinking, we like being unstable, you know, but they're ready to let that go so that you can find the joy in the stability as well.
That's interesting.
And then this is linking to your kidneys.
Okay.
So the kidneys being right under the adrenals, and in Chinese medicine, the kidneys rule the knees. So it's an interesting connection. And we have a kind of a matrix, so like almost like a mini personality in the kidneys that's ready to shift.
In my kidneys, especially. Okay.
To do with energy. So it's almost like they're saying, if we don't have full 100% energy all the time, then we're not living. So it's almost like they're constantly like, go, 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 go. And then sometimes they're like, oh. And then it will be like, well, now I'm not living. We need to like go again. Does that make sense? Does that resonate?
Yeah,
okay.
it does.
So that's ready to go from the kidneys, because that's going to be very tiring. It's going to be very depleting for your nervous system if you're constantly in that level of extreme go-ness from almost like from the push.
Okay.
And it's linking to your heart. And okay, so you can just put your hand like that for your knees. So I'm going to hold your adrenals. So now all I'm doing is getting your brain to go take a look at this. So it's almost like we've seen a story, and your body, your nervous system, your own feedback loop now needs to just see it. It's like, oh. And once it sees it, it's like the communication can be restored and it can shift on the cellular level. So it almost looks like there's this really strong passion for this like other world, this other existence, this like intangible thing, this that like everyone, you meet these people who are talking about it, you know, who've had some experience, and it's almost like, well, if I, you know, lay these foundations and I, you know, and I learn from them, I'll be able to get there. But it's almost like, but I'm making these foundations and I'm still not there. It's almost like they're looking for this is the thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So your body's ready to let go of any emotion stuck to that.
Okay.
So that the part of you that believes it can let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's linking to your heart. Okay, cool. So we're balancing something called general consciousness within the heart. So basically all of these things you're learning, all these people you're talking to, all the like moments of illumination that are coming to you, it's like they're here. And there's lots. It's almost like books and books and books piled on top of your head.
I feel like I have a lot of knowledge, but
it hasn't but it's like your body's still reacting like I know better, like I know everything's connected, I know I shouldn't follow the fear, but it's like, but your body hasn't yet experienced it. So I feel like this is going to be huge for you, because basically it's like taking that awareness and bringing it down into the heart, which is where the process of individuation takes place, which is basically when we start to feel that. You know, the truth isn't something that we can ever understand. It's an experience, it's a feeling. So it almost looks like we're bringing all that down so that your body can start to actually embody and become it. Okay, cool. So you're going to put your hand on your heart. That's it. Okay, so that's good for now.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but I felt something here. I don't know how to explain it, and it was pretty spot on what you said, because I actually said it in one of my blogs that I have all this wisdom, but I just need to integrate it now. And and I've been thinking that I can't quite.
I'm gonna get the chills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you do now? You made my body in a way. Work.
I just brought the awareness in, because I mean I'm not doing anything to you other than like tapping you on the head and the heart. So I'm just saying, okay, brain, go in and look at this. And so my focus, my image is just this, basically to be that feedback for you. So your body said, this is what I need, this is what I want. And so then I'm just kind of holding that space and directing your body inwards to be able to make its own shift. And so once your brain has seen it, and your heart, or the tapping on the heart, is like to store it. Because when our heart beats, it sends information to every cell of the body. So it's kind of like hitting save on your computer.
Nice.
So as your body sees it and the heart remembers it, it's like this is going to become like, this is like your heartbeat. It's going to become you. So over the next few days, well, you can tell me, you know, and it's subtle and yet not, you know, because nature doesn't do anything aggressively. Everything is very, you know, it grows seamlessly. You know, you don't see sudden changes in nature. It's like it happens seamlessly. So this is going to seamlessly become you, you know, over the next few days.
So I don't have to do anything?
You don't have to do anything.
I feel very calm because I had this stress. I have to catch this train. I'm going to Connecticut to do another interview. And now I'm like, I feel so different.
You look different. You look
I
different.
do.
Yeah. It almost looks like you can't even get stressed now.
This was nice. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's infinite. It's infinite. You know what I could do and share, and yeah, I think that's perfect for today.
I think so too. And you just have to check out her website. There's so much there. And thank you so much for taking time and for this
my pleasure
happening here. And thank you for watching, guys. And much light from Brooklyn.
Yeah, so much love and light. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.